Welcome back, astronomical learners, to our educational channel. And so today I wanted to introduce you to an example of how to use old Scrabble tile pieces with some of our new Scrabble games that you can find in store, or simply just an idea where you could make your own games, but essentially I want to inspire tutors, parents, or even older students, or just regular students on how to use certain educational products in a way that can help everybody reinforce their structured literacy practices. So if you want to get in pen and paper to take some notes, if you want to go ahead and follow along with me, if you have your own Scrabble pieces, you can, but let's get started. Alright, so if you remember in my other videos, some of the earliest sounds that any student from kindergarten all the way to 8th grade can practice with is a consonant, a vowel, and a consonant. So here we have the letter S that represented by the sound S. We have the vowel A, and the first short vowel is A. And then we have the letter T, which is represented by the sound of T. So here we have S, A, T, S, A, T, and then we blend sat. Now, I will say some of our early learners might have trouble blending, so just bring it down to 2 letters. So let's focus on that sa. Really, you're stretching out this first sound and blending it into the second sound. Then, once you have that, think about the ending. At, blending that middle sound into the ending sound. Then, we should be able to put it all together. Sat, sat, and you go faster and more comfortable, and then essentially you should be able to just look at this word and say sat. And then once you get comfortable being able to automatically recognize this word, you can change that first letter to anything, any other consonant that you'd like. And then you can say rat, or pat, or bat. And then once you get comfortable with that first consonant, then we can change this last consonant to any other one. Let's start with this. So we're still going to do the same thing we did with sat, and we're going to sound it out. B-a-d, b-a-d, bad, bad. So if we can say bad, we can change this out. Then we can simply read fad, mad, sad. Now, once you are understanding this, that's when and on later videos I'll explain more, but this is mostly what we talk about when we come into Magic E, or we introduce students to when you have 2 vowels, one is going to do most of the talking. And so this short vowel is going to change from the A sound to the A sound. So if we have mad with just M-A-D, when we add the E, it changes from mad to aid, made, made. And then you can do this with an F in front. So it starts with fad, fad, put the E, and then it turns into fade, fade. Now, once you've mastered that, then I want you to start understanding vowel teams, because then we can also learn about synonyms or homonyms and all these grammar and syntax parts, because there are a lot of words that are spelled differently but sound the same, or that they are spelled the same and sound differently. So we just talked earlier about made, but this is a different type, and we have a vowel team right here. So we have aid. That vowel team makes that one A sound, one. So, but it's not represented by one letter, it's represented by 2, which is a vowel team. So we have made. which is a little bit different from mad or made with A and E. Now, we keep this vowel team and we put these back, and it doesn't have to be in order. They can go anywhere. But think about different vowel teams, because we can spell words like rain, rain. And that's exactly the whole point of linguistics and orthography and phonology is it's supposed to be fun. And a lot of students, when you are practicing and going over these things, it's easy to lose the fun part. That's why games are so important. So thank you so much for watching. Let me know in the comments what letters or words that you saw that you would point out. What kind of words would you make? And let me know if this is something that you'd use in spring break, summer break, winter break. And then if you have any other games that you'd like me to see if I can turn them into an educational game, let me know that as well. But thank you so much for watching.